I ask the question for the framework, like that is a different for the for loop and while loop. That's like we ask the question. So what is the structure and constructor? Something like ask what is the difference? Something that we ask for the short answer question. This time we don't know what is the question type. Again, also if after that I got that moderation paper, then I can discuss what type of thing you want to focus. Both. Okay, during the exam also, if you no problem, you had a 1 week gap also there. I will take 1 hour or something for the discussion. For that one is okay. If I got that, write the paper, and I can show that what is the sample. I can give some advice to you. After that, we can do it. One thing, but today I can give more example, and I will advise that. Like therefore, I call. But I am waiting only 14 students are there. 13. Okay. Anyway.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So we have two pending assignments.
Yes. Assignment mean already you. I think most of the people are prepared.
Yes, sir.
Then I will make the Google Classroom. Then you can upload there. Later I will do that presentation, because now is if you do the presentation you want to prepare and things, but in the Google Classroom you can upload your group members. Already if you create that presentation you can upload there also. I will give the marks what are the contribution for the each people. Nearly I can share for the equal marks for the assignment, no problem, because that COVID problem. You are in normal situation, you are in mostly university, then you can share with your knowledge and everything, but you are now you are in the different places and group members are there, then sometimes you cannot meet to them each other over the phone. Something you can do the Google Zoom or something, that is the thing you did that one. Therefore I will give for the marks, the equal mark for each group. It means each people, one group, each people, they usually I give the 1 or 2 marks different.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then I will give for the Google Classroom, and I will send that one. You can upload for that assignment. Then I can correct, give the marks. Don't worry about, because out of 40%, I will give the good marks for the assignment.
Okay.
Yes, anyway, you had to write for the exam. That's I always advise the students. If you write that exam, you blank is there, I can give for the marks. Okay, I cannot give the marks. If you at least you write something, out of 5 marks, I can give for the 1 or 2 marks. If you blank is there, I put the only 0. Write the 5. One, for example, each question is for one question has a 5 part. Out of total marks is 20. Then each question has the 4 marks, 4 marks. You didn't write anything for the A, then I cannot give the marks. If one person is see our paper, your paper, then how to give the marks? I ask, nothing is there. That's the thing. Then if you ask some question, then at least you write something. Right, mean related thing. At least I can give 1 mark. I advise some repeat students also. If you didn't write anything, I can give marks. But if you write something, then I will, okay, I mark that, okay, point out, okay, you are right, sometimes your English is not good, no problem. But you point out some points or something, then I can give the 2 marks out of 5. That day you can earn the marks question. Then 2 to 10 marks. If you attend the 4 question, 40 marks. If 4 questions, you attend 5 questions, if it out of 2020, then you at least write for the 1 or 2 things, then you can get the pass marks. That's the thing I advise them, everyone. Study something, then commonly you can write something.
Yeah, in these days we are also hardly studying.
Yes, you had to study. Mm. Okay, we'll create the Google Classroom. Now you had a our university Gmail account.
Yes, sir.
Then you can join for the. I will create for the. I also now are using for the Gmail account, but I didn't put it that time when sorry our Zoom link for the previous normal my personal account. Now I want to create that Google Classroom for the 2000 the 2019 batch 19 20. I am waiting for the students. Only 17 students are there. Okay. Another 2 or 3 minutes wait and we can start. What happened?
No, sir. I think we can start.
We will wait 2 or 3 minutes. Only 16 students are there. Wait and start. Okay, so only 15 students are there. Anyway, we can start. I'm waiting 2 or 3 minutes, but okay. I will share my screen. Okay, now you can see this is the chapter 1. We study for the SQL data thing. Okay. Then we have to how to write that small SQL program, also the SQL statement. That also they ask some questions. Okay, then that what other thing you want to retrieve or you want to insert, that's like you want to think about. Okay, one of the tables there, they ask that which attribute want to retrieve, all attribute or particular attribute, then you can use the structure of that our statement. Then you have to write that statement also. Okay, that's is the first chapter. Okay, then this one I give for that one for the how to connect the SQL server, start the SQL server, and what are the folders are there. That's also the practical purpose I explain. Okay, who are the people? But we ask for the question, who are the default user something. That also here I will give some exam paper also. Do you have the past paper?
Yes, sir.
You have some past paper, okay. Then explore the North Wind. Okay, this is the example we are using that thing, how to create that thing, but that's the practical purpose we did that one. Foreign key, how to set the foreign key, something like that's also practical, not in the theory. Okay, design the table and indexing. You can give the index key. Sometimes we ask for the question why we are giving for the index key. Only quickly we can search for the record or items. Therefore, we use for the index key. Then ask for that the column type, but that also we want to know if you create that database, the table, you want to know everything for the what is the data type is there, column data types, the database type. Okay, but that we study for that one, these things, you can select the appropriate data type for the each column attributes. Okay, we are right in here discuss for the column record, like that's a row is the record, column is the attribute. Okay, in the table like entity, the customer table. Okay, this is the building queries. Okay, the create table. Sometimes they ask for the table, how to create the table. Write that like also. That's also not in the things. They ask for this type of table you want to create. You write the SQL statement. I think you study in the semester 1 also, in the database design. The database design you study.
Yes,
Okay, set the primary key, or otherwise you can write. Then this is the setting the permission. That asks for that is a practical things. Create the relationship means then you want to create the two table and give the foreign key constraint. That this is the create index. That also then. Okay. Then introduction the structure query language using the SQL statement. we had two type of data definition language and data manipulation. If data definition language, you are create the database structure, okay, as a table. A database manipulation language, you can retrieve the data and you can sort out the data, modify, delete. Okay, that's our thing. Retrieve, add, modify, and delete. These are the data manipulation language. Okay, select insert. Something you can give some memory how to write the structure that if you retrieve the data, you only select and form from table and where clause. Okay. Sometimes they ask for the question for the subquery also inside where to write. Okay. It's the mathematical operation they compare that. We want to restrict that number of record. Then we are using for the this operator. That also you want to memorize. Okay, restricting retrieval row. Therefore, we are using these operators in the where clause. Okay, otherwise you get the all records. Sometimes not necessary for that all record. Okay, then this one only that sometimes come for the theory question. Not directly they ask the question, because if you materials there, if you ask directly, you can see and write that one. Therefore, we ask for the indirect question. That is a commonly you want to think about. Okay, they give for the one table and write. Okay, you want to get the less than 10 and reorder level column is less than or equal 20. Then you can write this slide. Then they want to check your ability for you can write the SQL statement. Okay, then they ask for the here. Okay, then select statement you send, operate the retrieve the product. Okay, the unit stock column is less than and reorder level column is less than or equal 20. But here is the select product ID, product name, that's like which table. Okay, that item attribute are where in the table. And where clause, that is a restriction. Okay, then both and sometimes or they ask for the any reorder level is less than O. Okay, O equal. Here is use the end column is less than 10 unit stack and the reorder column is less than or equal. Therefore, if they are put the less than or equal here, you can see that's according to the statement. Okay, criteria you have to write that statement. This is the SQL statement. Therefore, you can see unit stock column is less than 10. Then here they are moved the unit. Okay, unit is stock less than 10 and the reorder level column is less than or equal. Therefore, they are putting the less than or equal. There's operators here. This is the thing. If you write something, then you can get the marks. If you, for example, if you write for this question, they give for that 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks. Then we will check. Okay, they ask for the select the statement used for the AND operator and retrieve the product. Where the unit stock column this slide. Then we ask for the what other thing. Okay, in the product table, you want to get the whole record. Then you can use a asterisk mark or particular record, particular attribute records. Then here they are mentioned for the 4 attribute name. Okay, then after that we check. Okay, you properly which table you are going to retrieve the data. Then from is the product table. Then after that, then if you write this one, you can get the out of. For example, this is a 5 marks for this statement. Then I will check. Okay, 1, 2, 4 is there. Then I can give for the 1 marks or 2 marks. If you mention for the your table, there's a 1 marks. Then after that I check, okay, the where clause, you restrictions there. Okay. But here you make some mistake. Therefore, you can get this 2 marks, this 1 mark, 3 marks. Okay, you mistake, sometimes one is correct, others are wrong. Then 4 marks. Then easy to get the out of 5, 4 marks. This is the way I ask for the write the question, write the answer. Okay. But you didn't, nothing is writing, then I cannot give the marks. Okay, now you can understand. I said that. Okay, you are nothing is writing, then I didn't give the marks. I cannot give the marks for. But you write. If you sometimes wrong, no problem. But you write sometime, you can get the part of partial marks for that question answer. Product ID, that like that you can get the 2 marks. This is the one. Then 3 marks you can easy to gain. Other 2 is this for the where clause. Okay, specify the multiple condition. Okay, sorting row. This like you can. Okay, duplicate, eliminating duplicate. Okay, therefore we are using the listing keyword. I think this also you study in the semester 1 also. Okay, I am teaching, but unfortunately I couldn't teach for you. But we are teaching for the semester 1. This everything.
Yes.
Okay, this is the subqueries there. Select here again from union of, then there are another subqueries. Select product ID something. Okay, that also you think about. Dividing retrieve the row block. Okay, group by. Okay, if you having is there, after the group you can use the having. Having. Okay, following the computation based on the values. Okay, it's the row from multiple table. Okay, if you use the multiple table, then you have to have the relationship. Without relationship, you cannot get. Therefore, we are here. Select customer dot custom ID and company name, address, order ID, shipping address from customer and order table, two table from where customer ID dot customer dot custom ID equal order dot custom ID. Therefore, here is a customer ID in the customer table is a primary key. Order dot custom ID custom ID in the order table is the foreign key. Okay. Then where to check for customer dot custom ID is this line. Okay. But the condition is checking for the customer table. That's like you want to write. Retrieve the row from multiple table. But we want to get some detail from the both table. Therefore, we are using the two table. Okay, customer ID, customer, then that customer place the order in the order table. Therefore, order ID and shipping address. Okay, one of the customer order for particular item or something. Then we want to deliver. Therefore, what that shipping address we have to deliver. Then which customer, that like we want to write the customer address or something, name or company customer ID, company name, address. Then want to shipping address. We have to ship. Okay, sometimes the customer order for that item for different place to shipping, not in the same place for there, because the customer has the address, but the shipping address is different. For example, in here is the one company is there, but they want to supply that item for the different place, not in the Colombo or for Trincomalee. Then they can shipping address is the Trincomalee. Okay. Then like you can retrieve the right. Ask for that question. Joining. Join statement also you can think about. Adding new rows. Okay, insert. Okay, that also you want to carefully use for the insert into customer values. This way. Okay, if you that you can see that customer, they have the customer. Okay, two types you can insert. This is the insert in the customer table. Then after that we only the within bracket what are the attribute. Okay, but if you give the all value, okay, for example, the customer table has a 5 attribute, totally 5 attribute. Then you are going to give the all value, 5 values on the insert, not necessarily give for the, okay, not necessarily mention here in the attribute, not necessary to mention. Okay, only you can give the values. But only if you out of 5, okay, pass the 3 values. Then you must mention the attribute name. Attribute name. Okay, otherwise it take for the not enough values. Errors come. Okay, modify, update table. Okay, that is then you can think about it. If you want to update, what is the thing? Update keyword need, then which table, set which an attribute want to, okay, set that thing where, which record, all record or particular record. Then therefore we want to use that update customer, that table name. This is the new value, which attribute want to change, and which place. Therefore we are close customer ID this like JP only particular rows, or sometimes one rows or more rows. They are in the JP as something, but the customer ID is the primary key. Only one record is there in the customer table. Then is replaced for the address is the 3 North Street. Okay, modify the row in the table. Okay, delete the record. Maintain the database integrity. That is the duplicate, not necessary. You can avoid the duplicate mean primary case need. Grouping SQL statement. Now it's the run section. Okay. You can start the run section, begin run section, and commit and rollback. Okay, that also we study. Insert in that one and commit. You can confirm if you that transaction is successfully want to complete, then you want to commit. Okay, transaction there are no any error, then you can commit the transaction. Otherwise, you want to roll back. Some problem is happened. Okay, then this is the error function. Okay, error has happened. Roll back. If you return 0, is the commit. Otherwise, roll back. Then that also here is the example also there. Begin transaction, then end transaction. Begin transaction, you can give them name, insert into line. Okay, then already you know I have that some TSQL question also there. What are the results you expect? I use the while loop. if condition in the question paper. Create the table. Okay, that also you want to memorize how to create the table. The create table, table name, personal ID, integer type, but the data type, constraint, primary key. You can give the constraint name, PK, person, primary key. Okay, without this constraint also you can use a primary key that set the primary key, the person ID int primary key. Okay, then first name, how many character is also not null. Okay, if you primary key not necessary, if you make the primary key, that also not null. Okay, that's also not null. Then last name also not null because you want to give the name. You want to give the name also. Without name, how to identify the student with the personal ID cannot do. Okay. Then date of birth. Then custom ID. Last one. Okay, this one is the foreign key reference for the customer table. The customer table, the custom ID is there. We are using here as a foreign key relationship. Want to make the relationship with the customer and personal table. Therefore, we are using the custom ID in SHA-5. Okay, very careful. The same data type is need. In the customer table, if you use the custom ID, what type of data type? The same data type you want to use here. Otherwise, the conflict, so that you cannot make the relationship. You cannot make the relationship for the two table. Therefore, you want to think about the foreign key reference. Okay, that foreign key refer for that customer table, another table, or which table, the customer ID. Okay, then you can see the structure of the statement. Then you can write the any. Okay, any question. If you create the table like you want to make the primary key and foreign key like, then you can think about okay, this like. Okay, you can practice. Then you want to alter table. What is that need? You want to remove some particular item, drop the table, sorry, alter table means you're going to add that one. Drop table, personally delete the table. Alter table, you can drop column or add the column. Both are there. Okay, that also you think about. Okay, this is the first chapter. The second chapter, that's the we come for the T-square. Okay, we start for the how to declare the variable. Okay, then what are the things we are using? Declare at sign using the name type, name and type. That's a variable how to create. Okay, then how to use that, set the value, give the value set. Okay, after that how to use that one in the SQL statement, using the variable in the SQL statement. Select or where close. Okay, why we are using the variable? Time to time we can change the value. Therefore, we are using the variable. Otherwise, the hard coding. Okay, using the comment, single and multiple comment, how to use it. That also not task, but you want to write the comment in between that, like you can use it. If condition. Okay, begin, end. Else, begin, end. That also need. If you ask the question for that, you write some SQL statement, then you want to think about. Okay, then if you ask that like, then we can see, okay, you use if okay, condition is there, begin is there, but sometimes the statement is the wrong. But you can get some marks. Okay, this is the some question using the conditional logic, if condition. Increment is there, case statement, we have to use that case, then come for the while loop. Okay, then you can see the structure of the while loop. Structure of the while loop. Declare that one, set the while and begin and end also there. Up to happen this the while loop statement inside the statement. Okay, while loop up to working here inside this here. Then begin and end this. That also we are consider. Okay, previously we asked for the question. I asked for the question if you give that loop and get the what is the output. That's also yeah. Continuing statement is come how to okay. And break. Where okay, then carefully you read that one, you can understand where if you make the break, jump to the beginning while loop. Okay, the break statement case execute the jump out of the loop and continue executing any statement after the loop. Okay, the following example while loop that use the break statement and end of the loop in count variable is 2. Okay, break statement and end. And you can see that continue. Okay, continuous statement to start the next iteration of the while loop, immediately skip over any remaining code. Immediately you want to continue for the beginning of the loop. If you use a break, exit the loop. Okay, loop and continue the executing any statement after the loop. Okay, after end of the loop. That like you can see some example also there. Okay, that go to function, you can jump one line to another line. Therefore, we are using go to statement. Okay, that example was there. Okay, but we did that one. I don't know. You had that thing. You can write and see it. Some statement. Already, I gave that in the exam paper. Some statements are there. Okay, ask the question. Write this output. You can put it there in the SQL server, that management studio, and see the results. And after you can understand how to get the results. Okay, what is the results is come, then you can understand, oh, it's coming this, we put that while loop in here, it come for this type of output. Okay, if we change something, the break statement to other place or something, okay, come this line. Okay, this is the way you want to study. If for the if condition, what is if we change for the condition values, what happened? Okay, this is the example, something that I change. For some time, the starting count start for the 0. Okay, at count is the things like, but the while the count is this like less than 5, then English like. Okay, we want to sorry, less than 5. Now it's less than or equal 5, then we can count decrease. Count is 5, but the count start with that. Okay, less than 5, then you can English like. Then we want to check it. But like, okay, wait for statement. Okay, we have to use that one. Okay, but this one we are using that as we want to get some backup something, then we are using for the wait for that statement. Execute the period, wait for statement something. Okay, raise error. That also function. Got it. Now is the cursor. Okay, we want to, this sort of question is there. I ask the question. Okay, then you want to think about the 5 steps for the cursor things. Then first want to declare the variable to store the column. Then how many variable want to column items there in the column, the particular table, 5 attribute there, then you have to declare the 5 variable. Okay, then declare the cursor, specify your select statement. After that you want to open that cursor name, that cursor, fetch the row from the sorry, your your cursor, close your cursor. This is the 5 steps are there. If you ask something question for this, then okay, first step you want to, okay, in this table we are added 3 items, 3 attributes, then 3 variable want to declare. Then want to think about the table has the same data type. Okay, otherwise you cannot retrieve the data. Then declare the cursor name. Okay, then we can use for that attribute. Unit price something. Okay, this is the attribute from that table. Okay, you can see this is the variable, but we are using the same name but little different. This is the product ID, here my product ID, my product name. Here is a product name for the attribute name in the table listener, but this is the variable because we are using the little different name, but different mean my product ID. Okay, at the my one is additional letters. Okay, but is it assigned for this my product ID? The product ID equal my product ID. Okay, then this line. Now you want to use that is the open the cursor, open cursor name. Then after that fetch the row status for the function. Okay, if the fetch statement is successfully returned the row 0 minus this line, minus 2 is the fetch row was missing. Then after that you want to assign that value. Okay, it's a declare variable is there. That one is convert to the my product ID, and this like fetch my product ID. My then one is the okay. You want to convert that as the 3 attributes. Okay. Then product cursor status there. Then after that we want to close the cursor. Okay. Then you want to okay. Sometime you can get for the 15 marks or 20 marks, like I don't know how many marks we get. The more marks for the cursor, writing the cursor, write more marks. Then you want to think about how to use the cursor for a particular table. You want to retrieve the data, one data at a time. Therefore, we are using the cursor. One record at a time, one row. Then what are the steps? Declare the variable, declare the cursor, open cursor, fetch row from the cursor, and after that and close the cursor. Okay, using the function. Sometimes we ask for your own function. This is the aggregate function is there. Sometimes you want to use it, but I skip that one. This is already familiar, but using the mathematical function for string function, date and time function. Now we are using for the create user defined function. Okay, this is the your creation. Okay, there are 3 type of functions there. We are asking for that question also. The function, okay, what is that? Multi-statement function, something like, but directly we cannot ask. Then you can write some function name. Okay, discount price. That also user defined function. Then how to create the function name? Function, that's the name of the function. Okay, but other value you want to pass. Therefore, we are using for the, this is the variable and what's the type. Other one also variable and type. They return the money as begin return. This is the calculation. You want to calculate, then return that money. That money is going to that reserve. We are putting in the discount table. Okay, discount price. This function you can call again. Okay, different value you can call. Therefore, we use the function. Call scalar function. How to call that function? We have to use that. Okay, use inline table function. More value. Okay. Now is the want to introducing store procedure. Okay, why we ask for the question why we want to need for the store procedure. Okay, the SQL allow you to store the procedure in the database. Store procedure differ from user-defined function in that procedure can return as much wider array of data type. Okay, you will typically create the store procedure when you need to perform a task that is insensitively use the database. Okay, oftenly some statement want to write or call. Therefore, you can use for the, that's a store procedure. Want to add something. Okay, at the product or at the customer detail or something. Okay, now you are coming for our university. You want to insert your detail in the table. Then we can use the store procedure. Okay, you can write the raw program perform the same task. Okay, same task want to perform. If you're different task, you won't write that time to time want to change, but the same task won't learn, you can use the store procedure. Okay, that also you can see, create the procedure, what is that? Okay, that's the thing, create procedure. Then how many item want to insert? Then that amount of number of variables need. Okay, as the declare product ID as integer, because the product ID is auto number is the automatically come for the product ID. Okay, then insert into product name, supply, this is the attribute name. Then we are setting for the value for the, this is the variable, but this variable you are going to give for insert that row. Okay, then set product ID as a at identity, mean auto number, automatically get the number, check for the last row what is the number, then come for the next number. Okay, then product. Then after that you want to execute for the that store procedure the name. Then you have to supply the values, but you want to think about what is the data type. So orderly you want to supply. Now you can see here what is that product name. That's a usually the product name as the string type. Supply ID is a sometimes the string type or integer type. Category ID. The quantity per unit, that's the money, rupees or something, but that's an integer value. Therefore, not necessary for the quotation. Unit price. Okay, this quantity per unit. That's a how many quantity. That's a number, integer. Unit price. This is the money. That's also integer type. That's a integer double. Unit. Okay, unit in stock. That also number, integer. Unit in order. How many order you want to need? 2 or 3 or something. That's also like. Okay, reorder level. That also number. And discontinue. Then you can see here what is the value here. text, number, again text, number, double, that's like the unit price, I think. It's a number, again number. Okay, then you want to think about that also. Okay, delete, alter procedure. You can change or deleting or alter that procedure statement. That is the important thing, is the trigger. Okay, that also is sometimes asked question. Trigger, write the trigger for insert that thing. Okay, that also we have, that is the trigger has a insert, update, delete. They can automatically fire the event. Okay, it is happen for the insert or delete or update or delete statement in the particular table, database in the particular table. The trigger function, trigger is the stop procedure. Okay, special kind of stop procedure. That one automatically trigger, mean automatically execute that function. Okay, this is why we are using that one. Why we are using this one? We want to audit purpose, we keep it. Okay, who is the person change that one, our database. Therefore, we use for the trigger function. Trigger function, they had three type: update, insert, update, delete. Then three are there. Okay, product audit. Okay, they are used for the trigger function as a product audit. Then create the table, product table, ID, identity. Okay, that's a like automatically come for the number. Okay, primary key, action. Okay, what is happened? That insert something, but other things happen. Not null, performed by who is accessing this. Okay, execute the particular or change the table items. Okay, record or something. Therefore, but time. Okay, took place, time. Also get date and time in the system. Okay, already I explained. Okay, deeply they are in the lectures. Now I refresh. Okay, then trigger automatically come. Then we can go for the create insert trigger. How that things. Okay. Then create the trigger name. Okay, it happened which table. Okay, product ID, declare that one. Okay, on the product table, after the insert. This is the insert trigger. Okay, in the product table, if you execute the insert statement, after that this stop procedure execute. Okay, there's a special kind of stop procedure. Then don't return the number of row effect for the set count on. Then we are declare the variable, show the thing, what are we want to store the record in the trigger thing. But you want to create that trigger, product trigger table. Okay. Okay, that before you need the table. Okay, create the trigger using the create trigger statement. Then insert the product. Okay, trigger dot script is there. Trigger product is audit the addition of the new row in the product table. Then before you want to create the product table, product audit table. First want to create. Here you want to create that one. After that, if you insert statement, it's automatically this is the insert product trigger. Delete or alter trigger. That also you want to write a statement. Okay. Insert into product value, that like you want to insert trigger. Okay, you can get. Then create and testing the update unit price product trigger. Then you want to create the trigger for updated. Delete. You can get the update. But this is a product audit table. Only one table is there. 3 actions you can keep it here in this table. Insert, update, and delete. Here is the first item is insert. Product added with the product of ID. Okay, what are the actions happen? Added. The insert. This is the update. Okay, unit price of this one was produced this time. Update. And next one is a delete. Product this was removed. Okay, but one table is there. If you create that database or something, then you want to create the trigger table also. Okay, each table has trigger. Okay, trigger table audit for the audit purpose. Something happening, any changes happening, we can keep it the record. Otherwise, no way to trace for the who is delete, who is change, or who is insert. No way to check. Okay. But this one only administrator can modify this audit table, or anyone cannot audit. Also, you can make product. But we can see if you continuously auto numbers there, some records are missing, then we can check. But they are giving the permission for edit this table for only administration. Okay, that's the trigger. Trigger function also important. Now is the write that programming. Okay. Then we are evaluation of the transaction processing system. Okay, concept of the transaction. Okay, we use for the transaction. Anything happen in the data changes happen, we think about that's a transaction. Okay, there are 4 concepts is there: atomic, consistent, and isolation, and durability. Okay, these are the things what happen. Atomic, user should be able to regard the execution of these transactions as atomic. Okay, all actions are carried out or none are. Okay, then we are checking for that user should not have to worry about the effect of incomplete transaction. Okay, sometimes the crashes happen. For example, incomplete transactions happen. If you have the you want to retrieve the withdraw the money in ATM. Okay, therefore you go there and put in that money want to withdraw. Okay, for example, the ATM has the only 10,000 rupees in the their locker. Okay, it's locker. But you want to get the 15,000, more than 5,000 need. But the ATM before not telling anything. I had the 10,000 left. Okay, if you put there and you type the number thing, okay. Then you type the 15,000. But the ATM cannot give for that 15,000 because it has the 10,000. It has 10,000 rupees. Then incomplete transaction. They are returned your card. But you think about, action 6, your transaction is incomplete. Okay, then you don't worry about that. Is okay, the receipt is come, then you are unable to take the money. That's a lie. Sometimes some more function machines are there. Okay, you can less than 10,000 you can take. Like then issue you can type. Sometimes want to check it. It's possible for the old machine. They give for that line. Okay, then you don't worry about that thing. But that your balance is any changes happen. Okay, that's an atomic. Consistent. Each transaction run by the itself with no concurrent execution on of other transactions. Okay, this is the transaction telling that okay, we use the concurrent control is there, one transaction complete, and after execute the next transaction. That's the thing. Okay, that function also there. Isolation. User should be able to understand a transaction without considering the effect of the other concurrency execution transaction. Okay, that also not effect for the other transaction. Reliability. Once database management system inform the user that the transaction has been successfully complete, its effect should be persist even if the system crash before it changes are reflect on the disk. This property is called for the okay. Sometimes the system is crash, then it keep it for the previous state. That also there. Okay, this is the system for. Then we are not asked the question what you want to know for the system, centralized multi-user transaction and distributed system. Okay, three-tier architecture. What is that like? What are the advantages? Also, I think they are present tier, application tier. What is that? Functions are there. Okay, that also you want to memorize. Sometimes they ask the question. Okay, one tier architecture. What is the advantages? Disadvantages? 3 tiers, 2 tiers, and 3 tiers. Okay. Then what is the advantages? Something you can. Okay, this is the now. Okay, this is the function. I think they are not asked the question for the practical thing for writing. Some time they ask for this is the .NET framework. Okay, this is I create for this. Sometime we ask for that is the what is the function of the SQL command and that object. That thing you want to study. Okay, here we are using this is the function command classes. You use the command object to run the SQL statement. Okay, such as the select, insert, update, delete statement. You can also command object to call a stored procedure to retrieve the row from the specific table. Okay, that are what other functions. They are something indirectly we ask the question. Okay, then you can read this one. Not too much in. Okay, sometimes we ask for the what is the difference for the generic data object and classes. Okay, this is the classes, provider classes, managed provider. Okay, these classes for the it is a specific SQL server. There is SQL connection, OLB connection. That is the specific thing. But that generic class data classes there, this is the common for any data set. Not in the SQL data. There's a data set, data table, data row, data view. This is the common. This is also object, but the common for any type of SQL server. Okay, that's a difference. Okay, you can see that data classes like there are no name for the SQL or OLDB or OLD. Okay, now is the database programming. Sometimes they ask for small coding. Okay, not the whole coding you can like. Then how to connect the database or execute for this statement like then if you understand the one thing then you can write anything. Okay, therefore okay, fuels connection I already give for the deeply explanation is there. Okay, so at the things, the database. You create one thing, add the data. Okay, this is a data provider and generic object. Okay, this programming, we are not asked for the whole programming. Anyway, I will give another, I said that another short time revision. What are the things you want to study? Okay, I am not giving for the question or something, but I point out which are the section you want to study. Okay, for the both. Okay, during the exam also okay. Give for the 1 hour, half an hour discussion or 1 hour discussion. Hello students. I ask
Yes, sir.
during the exam, I will get that paper and something, then I will give for the area. Which are the area you want to study?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I am not giving for the exam question, but what are the area you want to focus?
Okay, sir.
Okay, anyway, you want to do report after the exam, give put that revision for during the exam, like. But I help you because you study long time. Some forget to that. Okay, this is the window application. I know chance to ask for the application something because this one we want to create. I teach for the create for a database programming application. Okay, the programming is there, but want to something. Sometime I ask a small question how to add the grid view something like, but I don't know what are the question she asked the part-time lecturer. Okay, this one I cannot predict. Or anyway, you can think about, but the theory part you can study. There are some question for the not direct question, but some advantages, something like, and part B is a T-SQL, something you want to think. Okay, this is the all things are in the programming. Okay, we'll see how to add the insert command, something like that. At the record, digit record, something you want to little consider, but no need that one. And I think number 6, I not teaching, I think. No? This is also programming. This is the run section, something you can see. Execute the run section, supply parameter. That's 161 is there. Okay, anyway, you can small, they ask a small question for that. Okay, set the value, add the parameter for one thing, like they ask something. But you cannot memorize everything. That's the main thing. Okay, null value, something new. Okay, this is the run section. It's the part B. This okay, run section concept state. Okay. This one we are asked for the question. Answer for 5 from account to B or something like you want to write. This one you want to how to write that one. Already I gave the some marks for that. So during the exam can be before the lecture slide using the laptop or else we need to the printout. They are not allowed for the laptop because they you are sometimes you can refer for the internet. Therefore, not allowed for the laptop to use that one. Better to get the printout. Okay. Therefore, I gave for that my note in the slides. Okay, but I use that background something. Then you can change the design and get that one. Then you can reduce your printing wastage or the ink wastage. Someone if you buy the printer, then you can reduce the wastage for ink wastage that you can change for the background. Okay, this one no problem. This is the plain, no any design. But the previous one, previous lectures also there. Now is here. I use this one, but it is consumed for the ink. Now you can see this also take the ink. If you think about this thing, it is enough for the one page printing sometime. Okay, then you can go to that design. Okay, you can select the plane or something. Okay, or you can edit that design. How to edit? You have to go to the home, master slide, design. There's a master slide. Slide master review, view, slide master, normal handout, slide master. After that you can edit. Okay, you can remove my design. Okay, this is the my design. Here you can remove and print. This is also my design because one time I need the different type. Okay, template. Own template we want to create. Therefore, I design for this one. Okay, go to the master slide. You can remove these things. Everywhere is there. I think if you some places remove, this has gone. Then plain slides are there. Background, there are no background. But if you use this one, it wastes some ink. Okay, but if you take the printout in there in the communication or something, they are wastage. They are like, but okay, then you can, but you cannot refer for computer. I don't know. You want to think, read the question paper. What is that thing? But I don't know that mock exam you can ask for the head of the department or dean also questions. I cannot because other people are not. They are not allowed to use the device for the exam. Only open examine you can your things. Okay. If you open your paper in the things, okay, you can see and read and see it, but it is impossible. Okay, this is the round section. You want to find answer, how to answer something, you can write. For example, for the round section, isolate requirement. Okay, round section and atomic constitution, these are the things are there. Active, fail, concurrent schedule. Okay, then they ask for the question. Concurrent schedule. One, schedule two, which one is better? Conflict. Okay.
So,
Okay, how to write the CDW?
can you send this PowerPoint presentation to us?
You only need?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why you haven't this one?
No,
I think no?
we have 6.
So we have all
6 mean the same thing.
6.
6. This is
Six
the
only.
last thing I think sir did for us. But
Yes. Same thing I did that one, not separate. I think I changed for the chapter 14 or something like. Wait. I want to check it.
we have
I know.
chapter 6, 1 to
1 to something. But the same thing. Concurrent control, second chapter. Other one is the recovery system.
This is not with us. I
Not
think
there. I want to check it. The other. Wait. ESP. Sometimes I keep it the different folder. Wait. Database programming. Action node for the database. No. Give me some time. I keep it outside also database. DB. Database programming or digital signal processing. Why not? Same thing I use. Yeah. Same thing here also. Anyway, I will give no problem. Same thing. This is the 15 concurrent control. Because I upload the one of the book also. You refer some that book. I think do you have the book?
yes, sir.
Yes. I upload the book also. I make the things according the book, not in the whole things, but I put this like. Okay, anyway, I will give for no problem. I note. This is the book. Okay, this is the book, is the run section. There's examples there. Exercise level. You can. Okay, anyway, upload. Better to upload here or
No, sir. I think
the Google Mail.
yes, sir.
Better.
Better.
Okay.
Google Mail or Google Class.
Okay. Google Classroom, not mail. You can email. Okay. I will give you now. Otherwise, someday I forget. 2019 B1 MMW 2019 net 2019 soft. Okay. Part B lection all. LCT.
Hello, sir.
Again, wait. LCT. Lecture.
Also, can you add another email 2019 B1 ICT?
ICT.
Yes, sir.
Why you are not using this one?
No,
I
sir. We
think
created new ones.
new one.
Yes, sir.
But this one also you are getting or
No,
not?
sir. Sir, we created not Google Groups. UOVT.ac.lk.
But previously I am sending this one. But how to get my link everything yesterday?
2019 B1 ICT at googlegroup.com.
But this one, but yesterday you didn't get my invitation.
Yes, we get, sir.
Ah.
It's also coming to the. Give me a second.
Anyway, I can give for, but if you make one mistake also, you not get
No,
it.
no. Okay, sir, no problem.
One letter or one hyphen is not there. No one didn't get anything. Therefore, just go and find it. I think I used the. Okay, we change something here. Or something new is there. Okay, I make some new also there. I want to check it. Add something or something. Okay, you can compare. Others also okay. Not too much MP. Two.
So, what about the visual programming subject?
Another day I will put it, but or today we are continue. If you finish, what is that? You are free for
We can get another day, sir.
another day. Before that one, I will get that moderation. I can share with that thing. I want to talk with that lecture also what other thing. But this one I will talk with her also. But I advise you this other thing you can put it there for. But I don't know what is happened. Okay, this is the round section. One answer that is the 37 slide is the conflict. What is the thing? Like, and second one, we want concurrent control. If you make that control, what are the control is there? Sometimes they ask for the question. Concurrent. Okay, the lock. Timestamp lock. What is the locals are there? Then how to manage this lock conservation product if the lock on D, then treat the D. Else begin. If necessary, won't wait until no other. Okay, what's the purpose to ask for the question? What is the purpose we are using lock and something? Graph based protocol, tree base. Okay, if you continuously lock is there, then you're going to wait for die. Can't wait that long time also. Deadlock. Want to prevent the deadlock. recovery. Okay, you can see the previous past paper. What are the questions they ask? According that he will make, but different objects is there. Okay, only 70 slides and 60. Okay, this is the recover. That recover mean you want to, anything happened, want to go to the previous state. That's the recover system. Failures happen. That's the recover system. It's also 75 is there. Okay, earlier lock release, logical under operation thing. Better to see the past paper. And if you understand, you can ask to me also. Otherwise, you can check for the question in the website also. They have the solution things. I want to check it. What is the new chapter? I think I used this one. Module 7 is the other, the new chapter. But same thing is there. No different. No different. Okay, I will finish early. Then another day also I will inform to you the lectures. Then visual programming, when we'll put it. What about Thursday? Okay, now I create this one for 2019 semester 2 class. Can edit. Receive post. Yeah. Can. Okay, this is the class. You can add that one. 2000 semester 2. Then you can join it. Okay, this is the class code. Have you seen? Better to join for the SAT JC FF4C. Then I make that you joined after that 1 or 2 days later. I make the assignment for visual programming and assignment for this one. Then you can upload. Okay, then you make the group 1 or group 2, group 3 like or something for that. It's okay. Your email you can mention for the group project. Mention the registration number, name, then I can show that your project. You can upload.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Better to join. No one is joining. Classroom you can join. Only is the, I think one of the students are joining now. Okay, I can show that class code, then you can join. It is possible. I give to others also. You have which one? WhatsApp groups are there, then you can pass. Purutharan sir want to join for this class. You can upload for the, after that I will make the assignment or something. Okay, take a photograph and send to this one there. See. It's programming or visual programming. Wait.
Okay. So, thank you.
Okay, later. In these other thing, and I will assign sometime altogether. If you get that sample paper, I can tell to which area you have to focus to study. 2 students are there. Okay, any question you can ask? Any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Any?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, do we have to upload both projects in same
No,
folder?
I will give for the 2 assignment. One is the database programming system. Don't now upload. I will give the classwork. Okay, in the classwork I will create now also. Okay. Assignment like. Okay, I will not. This is the assignment for the database and programming. Wait that. Okay, dear student. Group project here. Okay, then assign. Okay. Next one is the assignment for visual programming. Okay, submit your upload or anything. Okay, 2 is there. Anything you can upload. Then I can see it. Something every member should be upload. No. The same thing happened. Your group, one group upload is okay. You can mention your group members' name.
Okay.
Okay. Not necessary for everyone. Okay, don't forget to put your member's name in the presentation. In your okay, separate you put the one folder for that project and another sheet in the presentation. If you have the I think you have prepared a presentation. Have you prepared presentation? That time I mentioned. If you have the presentation, you can make the presentation. Otherwise, you make the one Word document, put that name and what are the contributions, something, then I can see it for your members contribution.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this pass this message to your by WhatsApp group. They can upload. Okay, with my class code. Okay, class code. They can join it and upload. And then Thursday, are you free for the visual programming?
Yes, sir. Free.
Morning or evening? What is the better day time?
I think morning is good, sir.
Okay. Okay, then I will send that link. Time and link also morning 9:30 or like. What are the subjects now is finished for the revision also?
Sorry, sir.
What are the subjects? Modules revision is over. Today I did that one for the one module. No one conduct any lectures during this.
No, yesterday data structure and algorithm held.
Number was a miss. Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yes.
No other thing. Okay. Okay, good luck. Study hard and get good results, because that is important things. Now you are in the second semester, another 2 years are there. Okay, if you get the good result, then you can get that, because everywhere they are showing, ask for your transcript, and you got the results are good. Like if your results is poor, like then they also think about you are not. You haven't knowledge, like, but sometimes you have the knowledge, but unfortunately you face that exam, that time you can't memorize something. That's also happen. Some students has a good talent is there, but during the 2 hours, sometimes they misunderstand and write something wrong thing, like that also happen. But they have a good knowledge. Anyway, you study hard and do it. Okay, student. Now I am stopped now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.